I'm avoiding running this morning. I need to go out and run 4 miles, and I just don't feel it. I'll get there. I'll get it done. But for now, you all can help me avoid it by sitting back and listening to me yammer on for at least a few minutes. And I don't know. It's chilly, but it's not super chilly, and I just don't feel it, and I feel like I need a little more sleep. And oftentimes when that happens, I will pull out my pillow, which I keep one in the trunk of my car because I'm a weirdo like that, and I'll take a little cat nap here in the car at the trailhead. And then wake up and say, oh, hey, it's time to go. Wipe the drool from my mouth and start running. But I feel this itch. We'll call it an itch. That's probably the most positive word I can use to record a podcast episode. So here I am. There you are, listening to me complain about running. It's actually been going pretty well, the running lately. This week I ran Tuesday and Thursday, and I went faster than I have in a long while. In fact, I ran a 10-minute, 6-second mile, which, if any of you are runners, you know that that's not particularly special. But for me right now, at this stage of my weight and age and fitness, it's pretty significant, and especially in that it was my last mile of the 4. So I feel pretty good about that. But I want to be at 10-minute miles, like plural, like that's my pace is where I want to get to, and I'm not close to that. For I could do 1 mile easily under 10 minutes, but not 4, and not the longer mileage that I'm striving for. So I'm at I'm at like peak running right now as far as weather goes. It's like 49 degrees, and it's really great running weather for me. And tomorrow it's going to be like in the high 20s when I get up in the morning to run, and I'm not so excited about that. But so running, but not so much right now, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll record for a little bit and then take a little nap. But my girls are here, and I assume they're still asleep at the house, and I don't want to delay my return home by more than I absolutely need to, because regardless of whether we're doing something productive or whatever necessarily overtly meaningful, I still don't want to have I don't want there to be big amounts of time when I could be there with them, and I'm not. So we might be back here at this trail later today for a bike ride. I'll see how they feel about that. I've got some Christmas decorating to do with them. We're going to help Nora put up some family photos, which will be fun. And now I'm just reading you a laundry list of things I'm going to do today. So, hey, you know what? It's Saturday, December 5th, 2020. And as of this recording, I'm still depressed, but I'm not dead. So this past week, December 1st, would have been Dad's 83rd birthday. And, I last year, when Dad's birthday came around, I asked all my girls to message my mom, just like, hey, how you doing? Thinking about you today. And then told them, that would be the only the only time I would bug them for that, because I really think it's kind of morbid when I see people. I think I've talked about this when I see people on Facebook say, "Hey, Grandma would have been 105 today," or whatever. It's just kind of, I don't know. It just isn't, it feels weird to me. It doesn't feel particularly healthy way to go about life. And I mean, yeah, you think about it, right? I mean, I get that, but like to commemorate it just seems wrong to me. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I'm weird, I guess. So, and actually I debated whether to call my mom on the 1st, and I actually made the decision that, no, I'm going to call it the 2nd, because I just don't want to, I don't want that to be a ritual, right? That's like a morbid ritual. Like, let me call you on Dad's birthday. I don't know. I can't really put the words to it, but maybe some of you understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I mean, but it's been, that long. 2 birthdays have passed, and I still have not done any grieving of any kind that I can tell. But I don't know that it's negatively impacting me. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm just a different kind of guy, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's what I am. Maybe I'm just years of dealing with mental illnesses and issues have just fundamentally changed me. And not necessarily in a bad way, I guess, right? I mean, hasn't turned me, I don't think, into a bad person. But I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. So, what else is going on? It's not a lot, really. I mean, work. My girls have been here this week. We've had some good times. We've done some bits, some things here and there, played some games, cooked some food, did some Christmas shopping, did some Christmas decorating. Like I said, hopefully we'll get out for a bike ride. They're here for a couple more days, which is nice. And, work hasn't been terrible this week, so I haven't really been getting home late or anything like that. I've been able to be around to help make dinner and hang out after dinner and not feel compelled to necessarily go to sleep on time, as it were, because of work the next morning. So that's good. It's been a nice visit. And yeah. So I mentioned that I was going to talk about something that my 21-year-old had written quite some time ago for school. It was all about me. Back in 2015, she wrote this, and I'm not going to do that today because our printer has kaputted. It's died. It's dead. It's actually kind of frustrating. This message pops up that, hey, there's an error. The printer needs to be repaired. Unplug it and send it in for repair. And that's frustrating because I want to at least fail at being able to fix it, but I don't even know what's wrong, right? There's like no code like that I can look up. It just says, hey, broken, fix me. You can't do it. Send me away. So I don't have that with me to reference, and I don't have it on my computer as I'm in the middle of nowhere without internet access, and it's just kind of awkward on my phone. So yeah, we'll get to that another day. We'll see. Maybe next week. But it's been nice these past couple of weeks, kind of getting in touch with different people who I have neglected, and kind of disheartening in some ways that there's some conversations that have just gone to the wayside because of inactivity, and I've messaged and I don't hear back, and I get that. I don't hold any ill will towards anybody because of that. It's just the way things go, right? Like, who's, this dude, this JP dude, I haven't heard from him in months, and now he wants to know how I'm doing. He knows how I'm doing. I'm depressed, blah, 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 whatever. I get it. I have had a few new listeners reach out, which is nice. I do have an email thread going back and forth with a guy named Lawrence, and he's interested in coming on the show to talk about his experience. So that'd be fun. I'd like to get more of you on here. Help me perpetuate this show. The more folks I have to talk to, the more chances that I'll have content, right, to talk about. As I'm slowly as I age, I'm getting more and more bored with hearing about my own life, and I want to hear about yours. I want to hear about other people. I want people to hear people talking about things that they can relate to. Yeah. So, I mean, that's I don't know what else is going on. You know what? Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. It looked like someone was coming up to the car to talk to me, and I thought that was weird and not very good. Maybe it would be. Maybe it'd be better audio for a podcast. I don't know. But that didn't happen. So here I am back again, mumbling to myself about what I should talk about. And I was thinking about suicide, but not in that way. Not in the way you would expect, maybe, that a guy hosting a podcast called Depressed Not Dead might think about it. And I'm not having ideations about it. But it's not, I think I've touched on this in the past, clearly when I was really struggling, but it's not taboo to me. And I guess that's natural. That makes sense. That's normal, for a guy who has had, an attempt and has been down the path that I've been down. But so I don't know. I'm trying to piece this together. So the other day at the dinner table, we were talking, and we play little games when we eat sometimes, what's your favorite, or a would you rather kind of thing. The other night I was like, a giant nose or giant ears, which would you rather have, or not rather have, but which would you, if you had to have one. And just, silly stuff like that. And my 16-year-old, we got into the question of what people deserve in life. And for a while now, I've believed that just, it's weird because there's outwardly and inwardly, but I think that just because you exist, I don't know that gives you innate rights, other than the right to live. In the U.S. we talk about, healthcare or retirement or food stamps, and what she'd asked was do people deserve love? And I thought about it, and I was the only one at the table who said no. Because I don't. Anyway, no, I'm really making myself sound like a bad person here. But I don't know that because you exist, you deserve something. And this goes back to, when I was really down, and people would say, you deserve to be happy, or you deserve to have good things happen. And, I was like, what, why? What has imbued that right onto me, right? I mean, it's almost like religious is not the word I want to say, but a religious thing. because you're born, God loves you and you deserve that love. And by association, you deserve love from other people who believe in your God because of where you were born, et cetera, et cetera. And so then on my own, later, I was thinking about, like, do you deserve the right to take your own life? And I'm torn on this. Part of me is like, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's yours, right? You do. There's that. If you're not hurting others, why not do it? And I get that. You dying would hurt your loved ones, but I think, I don't know, this is going to spiral out of control really fast. So anyway, so I'm torn on that. Like, what do you deserve that right? Is that right reserved for you? And I don't know, because I've talked about on the show before, like, the idea of like the act of trying to take your own life is, I think, a psychotic break of an idea of a situation, right? Like, that's just not rational, reasonable, logical. So I don't know. But, like, part of me thinks that, hey, if you want to check out, then, and if you've, like, exhausted, maybe exhausted is too strong a word, but I don't know, I'm getting myself in trouble. But, like, I want to say, like, if you spent 10 years trying to improve an otherwise bleak, miserable situation, then don't you have the right? Like, don't you have isn't it warranted that you think about it? Like, I mean, I don't fault people for that. I don't know. I'm starting to sound like Jack Kevorkian here. Maybe, I don't know. I'm really yammering. I'm at 17 minutes here, and I've not made a single statement of truth or fact. I don't know. Tell me what you think about this. Help me try to parse this. Help me try to piece this together. I don't know if you can parse and piece at the same time. What do you think about this? And what do you like in your rational mind, if you can access that? I know a lot of us have trouble doing that when we're struggling, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe I need to go run and leave the podcast behind and let my mind noodle on this a little bit. But that sounds torturous, not having something to distract me. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to call it here. Reach out to me, jamolki@gmail.com, facebook.com/jamolki, @jamolki on Twitter and Instagram, www.jamolki.info. That's JAMOALKI. Or you can text me 248-648-1419 in the US, worldwide, on WhatsApp. Please give me a reason to keep WhatsApp on my phone. +1 248-648-1419. Claire, if you listen to this one, I hope you're doing okay. Hopefully we get to have a chit chat soon. Yeah, folks, let me know what you think of the show, what you'd like to hear. What have I just gone off the rails? Something like I'm at a point where I want to keep doing this, but I want to keep it useful. Useful sounds wrong, but worthwhile for you all to listen. Get a hold of me any one of those ways, and let me know how you're doing, what you think. If you have it in you and you think I deserve it, if you could head on over to iTunes or maybe Spotify or wherever you can rate a podcast and give a rating, give a review. 5-star would be ideal. It really makes me puff up my chest and feel super good about myself for a little bit. Keep in mind that higher ratings and just reviews in general, I think, show the podcast's popularity and makes it come up more when people are searching different keywords like suicide or depression or things like that. So yeah, do that. Help me feel better. Help others find the show. Thank you. You're all wonderful. I hope I hear from all of you this week. Until next time, be safe and be well.